Let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting Miami Heat. At guard, Russell Westbrook. At forward, Marcus, number 35. The center, number 19. At the other forward, Kobe Bryant. At the other guard, Michael Jordan. The head coach of the visiting team is Eric Spoelstra. Let's hear it for the starting five of your Washington Wizards. Starting at shooting guard, 6'6", number 24, manning the middle, 6'10", number 35, Marvin Bagley III. Starting at small forward, 6'8", number 8, Shalom Benny. At the other guard, 6'1", number 5, Tyus Jones. At forward, 6'9", number 33, Kyle Kuzma. The head coach of your home team. Fans, let's make some noise for your Washington Wizards.
Welcome to another Groundhog Day NBA game. Shadows or not, it's time to get it going. Brian Anderson here, joined by our analysts, Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, plus reporting from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. All right, now let's check out the starters for the Miami Heat. They've got Russell Westbrook, and it's the great one in at the 5 down low. And for Washington, Avdia and Kuzma at the forward slots. Corey Kispert out there with Tyus Jones. And it's Bagley in at the center. Well, Doris, around this time of year, the best teams often scale back the... minutes of their stars. Probably good for the teams, maybe not so good for the fans.
Well, B.A., this is certainly an issue that has garnered the attention of the stakeholders in the game. We have certainly seen the commissioner of the NBA take a look at this, talk about that load management, which seems to be such a compelling topic. Bottom line is, load management is here to stay in the NBA. It's how do teams navigate those national television broadcasts? How do they navigate being prepared and healthy for the playoffs?
Come on now, what a talent. Slips through the lane and just flushes it home.
Oh, the D feeling some shame right there. That was big league. From deep, Jordan. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Ooh, poked away and out of bounds. The Heat will take it. And after an outstanding month of games, he's earned this honor, your Eastern Conference Player of the Month.
A big part of his exceptional play lately has been his performance from out beyond the arc. It's like he just can't miss. Even in the modern league, that consistency is just remarkable.
Pass to Westbrook. 17-foot shot on the way. And again, it's Miami converting.
35.
It's incredible. I mean, it
Assist
changes
from
the dynamic of your
Russell
offense
Westbrook.
when you have bigs who can shoot the ball.
It's almost gotten to the point where you have to be able to hit that face-up jumper nowadays. Very few exceptions to that rule.
Bryant outside. An easy 2 on the layup.
Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Wizards. 9-point game. Poke loose. Westbrook with it. He's picked up by Jones. Here's the 3. And again, Miami with a triple.
3-point field.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Heat.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going. Keeping the opposition there off balance.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
And the Wizards call time here. They couldn't put the pieces together last time out, losing to the Clippers.
Defensively, they weren't up to the task. Didn't play as a cohesive unit, and it really hurt them.
You cannot allow your opponent to shoot that high a
Possession
percentage. That
remaining
is going
against
to get you
Washington.
beat night after night.
Pass to Kispert. And here's Bagley to stop the run. It's hauled in by the great one.
A perfect example of how to protect the rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
Now here's Westbrook. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Sacramento.
Boy, and defensively, he had them off balance. He was able to come away with 4 steals.
Grant, you grew up here in Washington, D.C. What's the hoop scene like here?
Well, B.A., they love the game of basketball here, and the fans are unbelievable. So many stars from here, like Kevin Durant.
Oh, wow!
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Impressive looks on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Outside Jones. He got a piece of it, and they get it back. Miami has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. From deep, Jordan. And again, Miami with a triple.
They've come out hot. I mean, really hot. Perfect from the field thus far.
Pass to Bagley. It's deflected.
Well, conversions have been a problem. 0 for 4.
Jordan, the pass to the great one. And Miami again with the bucket.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
That's a good timeout. They just can't hit anything.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
Okay, a chance to look at some numbers for him. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. To end the drought. Oh, Westbrook with a block.
Russell Westbrook, when he's
Possession to
engaged
Miami.
defensively, he can send it back.
Miami has gone 3 of 3 from outside and looking sharp here in the first. Going inside and finished off by Westbrook.
It's been an outstanding performance for them in just about every area.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
Outside Jones. And he's going for the oop here. Stolen by Bryant. And another fast break opportunity for the Heat. Here we go. And then Bryant with the dunk.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
To the middle. Here's Avdia. Count it. One. For one to start the game.
Finally, a make for this team. Hopefully it gives them a little confidence.
It's usually interesting. After a bit of a struggle, does the first bucket get you into a little rhythm now?
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Got a piece of it. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. He's all alone. And finished off by Westbrook.
Now the superb athleticism of Russell Westbrook on full display. The vertical out of this world.
The Wizards have gone only 1 of 6 so far. Here's Jones. And the layup is good off the glass.
Well, what a job. Punching the ball to the interior and finishing in the paint. Nice.
Defended by Kuzma. Buries it from 3. 5 points in the game.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Westbrook with it. He's picked up by Jones. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Russell Westbrook right now creating havoc with his defensive abilities. My goodness.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Wizards. Tipped away. Nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. You gotta love
Westbrook.
it. Again. I mean, just weak fast break defense.
The Wizards have gone 2 for 7. A sluggish start. Westbrook comes with a double. Pass to Avdia. Here's Kispert. They need this. And it's Jordan with the rebound.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Over Bagley, and there are the Heat with another bucket.
As of this moment, they look absolutely unstoppable.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Bagley passes to Kispert. Three-pointer, no good. Here's the great one, coming off a solid outing against Sacramento. Oh, got that one up quick. The great one's got 14 points.
Their ability to space the floor has been the story of this game.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
And again, Miami with a triple.
They've got the D reeling. A full three-point attack right off the tip.
He swipes the ball away again.
He's able to anticipate their every move.
An absolute pest on the defensive end.
Well, Russ making the great read. Outstanding work, understanding the floor, and finding his open teammate.
Well, the Wizards shooting just 22% in the early stages of this one. Jones, the pass to Bagley. Back to Jones. Here's Kispert. And again, another missed shot.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
And here's Bryant outside. Knocks it down from distance. He's got 7.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Over to the left wing from deep, Jordan. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook.
Three-point field goal.
Westbrook's got 6 assists in the game. And Washington with possession. Pass to Kuzma. Back to Jones. They're running. The finish. Oh, wow. And that one is hammered home.
Russell Westbrook right now sharing the wealth, getting his teammates involved. Love it.
Jones with the ball. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Clippers.
He was also an excellent setup man as well. This guy was cutting the defense to shreds with incredible passing.
And here's Bryant outside. And the Heat, another 3.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
And Washington with possession. Jones, the pass to Bagley. It's hauled in by Kobe.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Here's the great one. He's got 16. Drives to the hoop. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. So Washington ends up going with a new group.
One shot.
And the Wizards shooting just 25% from the field in the first quarter. Oh, they get a hand on it. Oh, it's stolen by Jordan. Jacks up a 3. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Will it go? And it's Miami with a rebound. They put up a nice win against Sacramento last time out.
That was a tremendous all-around game. Their intensity was there, and their production was right there along with it, too.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was hard to imagine them being much better at the offensive end. They were so efficient in almost every aspect.
And so it's Washington with it. Here's Koulibaly. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Pass to Vucevic from the arc. That shot is off.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
Again, the Heat score.
He's rolling. The best start to a game you could hope for.
And so it's Poole who brings up the ball for the Wizards. Here's Vucevic. Westbrook with the rebound.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Heat, number 19. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Jimmy Butler's checked in for Jordan. And so he makes both from the line. Washington has gone 0 for 2 from outside. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
Off to a great start. 5 straight from the field.
Knocked away. And they're pushing it up. Here's the great one. Oh, now that's how you finish a break. Throw it down with force.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
It's Poole on the wing. Pass to Holmes. Here's the great one. Driving in. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And another fast break from Miami. The Heat running. And here's Bryant outside. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
I'll tell you what, fast break points have been the story here.
Now here's Poole. Tight defense on him. That shot off the mark.
Showing great intensity around the rim is part of why he's a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
And so it's Miami, way out of reach with an enormous lead as we head into a break. Their defense has forced a number of key turnovers, giving them a clear advantage on possessions. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And for the Heat here, they've been putting on a show.
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
They've got Landry Shamet. He's out there with Jordan Poole. And it's Holmes in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. Oh, and the dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Beyond belief. I mean, such a creative talent. And I'm not surprised to see Giannis get flashy on the finish.
Now here's Poole. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Clippers.
And piling up the points at the line. He was in attack mode all night.
Knocked loose. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
The Heat always focused on the big prize. Coach Spoelstra said, quote, winning a championship can be done in a lot of different ways. The game is played on both sides of the floor with IQ and with toughness, making plays in those winning moments. It's not necessarily what everybody thinks it is. Brian?
Well, he would know, Allie. Thank you. And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back.
Possession to Miami.
And we got a quick moment to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Kyle Kuzma.
It's not a great trend for him. Not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. Maybe it's his effort. Who knows? But that's something that needs to change.
And the Wizards making a change here. Avdia's checked in. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
Now a timeout called by Washington. Well, Grant, we saw a lot of lower seeds winning series in last year's playoffs. Is the regular season losing importance?
You know, B.A., there's greater parity, which means less separation in the league, especially between the top seeds and the bottom seeds. But still, the league needs to make sure regular season games do matter.
Kyle Kuzma, he's checked in for Washington. Jones comes in for Shamet. Rose against Jones. Looking to win the run. Pass to Vukcevic. And rejected.
Boy, the timing, the leaping ability that Dwayne Wade has, he says to that weak effort.
Lets it fly. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Rose has got his first 2 points of the night.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Fader on the way. It's hauled in by the great one.
You can't ask for a cleaner look than that. He just couldn't deliver.
20 feet out. Jump shot is good.
Jimmy Butler.
Butler's got 5 points.
Oh my, sinking yet another mid-range jumper.
Jones against Rose. Now here's Jones. The D's right on him. Here's Avdia. Pass to Vukcevic. Fires the 3. Here's Koulibaly. Takes a 3. Giannis with the rebound.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
As of this moment, they look absolutely unstoppable.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Now, for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. Pass to Avdia. Inside, here's Vukcevic. To stop the drought. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And I'll tell you what, This is a guy who doesn't take a break at all on the boards.
Man, doing serious work. He likes being an anchor on the glass.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
Personal foul.
It was a strong move. The shot's just a little off.
The line for the Heat. Number 9. Taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Jordan's checked in for Miami. Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over.
I don't think this timeout is just to give the guys a breather. Coach is looking to switch things up.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
The Heat making a switch here. Rose is checked in. With a brief pause, here are the most difficult teams to score against over the last 10 games. Number 1, the Heat.
Well, I just love the tenacity on the defensive end. They have been in lockdown mode.
So he gets them both. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Here's Wade. 26 points for him last game against Sacramento.
And he changed the game at the defensive end. I lost count of the turnovers he forced. As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Jones against Rose. Pass to Kuzma. 6 to shoot. And it's Miami with a rebound.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Out of bounds. It'll be Washington's ball.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
Washington has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Well, the unique pregame fashion sense of Kyle Kuzma always seems to be generating buzz, Doris.
I like it, B.A. He is very tapped into the fashion world. He certainly has shown off some intriguing, shall we say, looks on his way into the building. But I am all about it.
Avdia passes to Kuzma. And it's Kuzma finishing it off.
Throw down from Kyle Kuzma, a level of aggression.
Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
That one rocked this arena.
That's the kind of dunk right there that makes you think he's going to rip down the rim. And it's Jones with the ball for the Washington Wizards. Knocks it loose. And it's stolen by Rose. By himself. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
Really good anticipation by Derrick Rose. Comes up with the theft and then gets an opportunity for his teammate at the other end.
And Washington with possession. Jones with the ball. Now guarded by Butler. Jones, the pass to Kispert. Unloads from 13. Deflected. Here's the great one. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. He was unstoppable. Counted from distance.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Here's Avdia. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Clippers. And they pick up 2.
He's got a lean frame, but Kyle Kuzma proving he's unafraid of a little bit of contact inside.
Here's Rose. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Number 9.
Hey, I'd keep feeding him every trip. He's been on fire this quarter.
The Wizards shooting just 21% from the floor. Now Jones. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game. Fast break. Here come the Heat. puts up a deep three. That's tipped. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Rose.
Washington basketball.
And a look now at the Washington Wizards' upcoming schedule. On Sunday, they'll be facing Bradley Beal and the Phoenix Suns. Then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And you know, for that matchup with the 76ers, it's the second game of a back-to-back, so you know there'll be some heavy legs out there. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes its toll on your body.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
From deep, Rose. Another basket.
Derrick
He's now
Rose.
6 for 7 in the contest.
He came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around.
Outside Bagley. Pass to Jones. Over Rose. And another miss by Washington.
That's a tough, contested shot from mid-range. Not what they wanted.
Well, especially with that defensive player in the air.
And showing the point guard
Giannis
instincts there. Boy,
Antetokounmpo.
Giannis can make it look easy.
Washington's gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
Jimmy
Butler with the bucket.
three-point
I
field
think
goal.
this is part of what makes Jimmy Butler special. There's a focus and intensity even in the face of good defense.
Here's Bagley. Antetokounmpo with the block. Here's the great one. He's got 7. With the drive. That one falls. The great one's got 9 points.
Yeah, more points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
The great one's gotten all 3 of his shots to fall. 3 for 3. The ball's knocked loose. Yet another steal from him. His anticipation has been off the
Giannis
charts.
Antetokounmpo.
Off the charts indeed, BA. I mean, he's just taking the ball away with ease.
No one's ever questioned his court vision. Rose playing unselfish basketball, being the leader this team needs him to be.
Outside Bagley. Here's Avdia. Antetokounmpo covering. Just 5 to shoot. Jones against Rose. Jones misses.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Butler,
Jimmy
good.
Butler.
He has not missed a shot in this quarter. They've tried running different things in him, but he's been unstoppable.
Outside Bagley. Back to Jones. Pass to Kispert. Can they get it? And it's Miami with a rebound. Antetokounmpo has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Wade. And the Heat, another 3.
Well, listen, this is far from the strength of Dwayne Wade's game, but you got to guard him from outside the arc because if you give him a little bit of space, he'll make that.
Jones' shot is good. And here is Antetokounmpo. A 20-point game for him in the win against Sacramento. Now the Wizards in transition. Here's Kispert. Count it. Kispert's gotten his first bucket of the night.
And that was a case of great anticipation skills on defense, sparking the transition game.
And that's exactly how you get yourself into transition. The gamble pays off. Great contest by the defender, but that's a dunk you've got to put down in the space.
Second quarter, 2 minutes.
There's a minute 54 left to play in the half. Banked it in off the glass.
Kispert.
Kispert's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Wade, that's good.
Wade.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Kuzma, the pass to Avdia. On the wing, Jones, guarded by Rose. Antetokounmpo against Jones. From outside the arc. And he stays with it. Second chance shot. It's tipped. They retain possession. He blocks it again. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession. Washington making some changes. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Bagley. Shamet comes in for Avdia. And it's Poole in for Jones.
Jordan Poole.
And Washington shooting a tough 22% from the field so far. The three. Shamet, no good.
So disruptive defensively out beyond the arc.
Well, tremendous effort, tremendous timing, the ability to alter shots on the perimeter. That was beautiful.
That one drops for him.
Yeah, the mid-range is not a go-to for Giannis, but he's always looking to expand his game.
46 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Poole with the ball. He's scoreless. Pass to Holmes. Now Kuzma. 5 on the clock. Rose grabs the board.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
We call that a great contest.
Oh, throw it
Look
down!
out!
Can you say elevation? Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. Kispert on the wing. Back to Poole. Can't get it to fall. Now here's Butler. From behind the arc. And again, Miami with a triple.
Well, this is one of the best two-way players in the game. Jimmy Butler getting it done offensively.
And so it's Miami showing no mercy and just piling it on. Looking dominant and focused right now. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It was all about Miami as the game got going. They ended up scoring 14 unanswered points, really doing damage early. The effort, the intensity, impressive. They were hot as the first quarter came to a close, making all 5 of their last 5 shots of the period. Then in quarter number 2, it was all hands on deck, and what a show it was. Quality execution, good efficiency, some tremendous defensive play helped them take a decisive advantage, and they're running away with this one. Kenny, let's start with you. What do you think about the Heat?
The difference in bench points is staggering. Their second unit came to play tonight. They were aggressive. You got to figure the starters are loving it, seeing how much work their second unit is getting done.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on Washington?
They're not shooting it well so far. Actually, they've been terrible. But fellas, I got an idea for them. Feed the post. Let the big man eat. Jeez.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive Into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for Washington. And after this one, they're at home against Phoenix. And he swipes the ball away again.
He's making history, tied for third most steals in a single game.
Just incredible tenacity. He continues to hound the ball.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points, while the other guys struggle to keep up.
Now Jones. From 13. That's tipped.
And they're ahead right now because they're working so hard on the glass.
And bottom line, more boards means more possessions. That's how you build a lead.
Drains the triple.
35.
He's got 13.
Imagine how much bigger this lead might be if he were a little more selfish.
Pass to Kispert. Let's go with a three. And it's Miami with a rebound.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And here's Bryant outside. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
Backing up that last three with another three. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Washington.
Now a timeout called by Washington.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
Wizards dancer.
The Heat making a switch here, and with the voting just about finished, let's see who's likely to make an appearance at this year's dunk contest. This is a talented group of guys.
It certainly is, VA, and I'm really looking forward to this contest. These aerial artists who are going to have a lot of fun pulling out all the stops to wow the judges and make the crowd go wild.
And he's just short of the #1 spot in the voting. No question, it seems that he'll be a factor in the dunk contest.
Yeah, BA, you don't want to have to win in the voting to be the winner on the court come All-Star Weekend. I'm sure he's got what it takes to get some 10s from the judges.
And we are very close to announcing our dunk. Whoa!
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Kevin Durant talked about what keeps him going. He said, quote, simply put, I enjoy hooping. I like when the ball goes through the rim, working on my game, building with the team. It gives me joy that I crave, a kid-like energy. So I'm going to keep chasing that feeling. And the second that goes away, I'll call it quits. Brian?
Allie, thank you. There's the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, capturing the moment. Jones nabbing another steal.
He has been an absolute thief on the floor. Another steal.
And by the way, that swipe puts him tied for second all time for most steals in a game. What a defensive effort for him. Jones against Jordan to get back on track. And that one's long.
Rough start to the third quarter, but give some credit to the defense they're facing.
And again, it's Miami converting.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Pass to Bagley. Here's Avdia, covered by Bryant. Avdia passes to Kuzma. Shot clock at 5. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Heat ball.
A Chance here to see the Eastern Conference standings. Guys, we've certainly seen some interesting midseason storylines. You take a look at Miami. They've been outstanding halfway through this season, looking cohesive and playing for one another. And of course the Wizards, well, they haven't had the season they wanted so far.
I think for the Heat, I recall them having a lot of naysayers at the start of the season, but now they may not have any. This team is ready for a deep playoff run.
Well, this is their goal. There's no doubt about that. For what many expected of them so far, they have not disappointed.
Westbrook against Jones. Tipped away. Yet another steal from him.
A defensive terror all night long.
I've never seen anything like it. He's actually tied the record for most steals in a game.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Scoreless in their first 5 attempts since halftime. It's getting ugly.
And Bryant gets it to go.
You want to talk about a perfect performance? He hasn't missed a shot all night. Incredible.
Jones against Westbrook. Outside Bagley. To halt the run, and is blocked. 6 on the shot clock. And he recovers it. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Heat ball.
And looking at this last month, here are the NBA teams that have been outstanding at reading the opponents and picking their pockets. Number 1, the Heat.
They've really gotten after it at the defensive end, and that's been generating turnovers.
From deep, Jordan. And again, Miami with a triple.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Pass to Kispert. Left side Bagley. Goes back up. Rebounded by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 4 rebounds now.
Still looking for his first make, and they could really use the help right now. Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
It's Avdia on the wing, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Heat. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Jordan with the bucket. Washington has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Bagley with it, now guarded by Bryant. To stop the drought. Avdia can't get it to go. Miami has gotten 4 threes to fall out of 5 attempts here in the third. Here's the great one, defended by Kuzma. Shots good by the great one.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that too.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Westbrook against Jones. Pass to Kuzma. Here's Kispert. Just 5 on the clock. There's the triple. It's hauled in by the great one. The great one's got 7 rebounds in the game. Jordan, the pass to Bryant. Puts up a 3. Shots good by the great one. The great one. He's got 11 points here in the second half.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Got a hand on it. And they're on the run. Bryant, the pass to the great one. Wow! Now 10 for 10 after that one. He's on fire.
Kobe Bryant.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Miami.
Their defense has been on point all game long. They're out hustling the shooters and swatting down plenty of shots.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Shots good by the great one.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Here's Kispert, covered by Jordan. And here is Kuzma. He's got 6. And another miss by Washington. On the break. Here's the great one. Again, the Heat score.
Running at every opportunity. They have a huge edge in transition points.
Washington has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Jones finds Kuzma to end the run. It's hauled in by the Heat.
Terrific rim protection impacting the shot.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Michael
That'll be a
Jordan.
move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. Washington with the ball. Searching for that first bucket here in the third. Out of bounds. It'll be Miami's ball. Well, Denny Avdia was born in Israel, where we don't see many NBA players hail from, Doris.
No, B.A., definitely a rare sight. He is just the 4th player from Israel since 2010 to debut in the NBA. This is why we love the game. It has such a worldwide reach.
A new lineup here for Washington. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. The great one's got 33 points.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
Back to Poole. He swipes the ball away again.
He's stolen his way into the record books.
A new single-game high for steals.
Westbrook.
I tell you, Westbrook
Three-point
always
field goal.
looking to pull up if the defense backs off.
They're having very little success right now.
And they really could take a different approach, right? Find something that works.
And another fast break opportunity for the Heat. Here we go. Jordan, the pass to the great one. Holmes with it. Jordan picks him up. And the Wizards on the break. Here's Poole. Off the left rim and out. And here are the Heat now. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Here's the great one. 33 points for him. Takes it inside. And he dunks it down.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. And their biggest problem so far, taking care of the ball.
Yeah, they've made some great plays, but way too many turnovers.
Pass to Koulibaly. No good off the back of the rim. Here's the great one. Give him 35. Hits a three-pointer.
Three-point
After
field
hitting
goal.
only 1 from downtown in the first half, he's exploded with 3 since.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook.
Assisted by
The great one's got
Russell
40
Westbrook.
points.
They are trying to close this out strong, and he's the man who's put you in this position.
And it's Poole with the ball for the Wizards. Nothing yet for him here in the third quarter.
backcourt violation. Possession to Miami.
A minute 29 left in the third. Westbrook, the pass to Bryant. Shot's good by the great one. The great one's got 42 in the game.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
Here's Poole. There's the drive. And he banks in the layup.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
Pass to the great one. The three ball. And the Heat, another three.
When this guy starts hitting threes, watch out. He's just pouring it on this half.
Got a piece of it. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. Bryant, the pass to Westbrook. Here's the great one. And there are the Heat with another bucket.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Oh, and Bryant with a block. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's the great one. And another one.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Here's Shamet, covered by Jordan. A shot to stop the run. Shamet, no good.
He forced that one. Not a productive trip up the floor.
And in a way, by taking that one, he's bailing out the defense. It's just too easy to stop.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And so it's the Miami Heat making this game a no contest. They poured it on early, and they've never let up. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our state Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And it's the Heat with the ball. Davis out there with Landry Shamet. Then it's Rashawn Holmes. And it's Vukcevic in at the 4. That's the group for Washington right now. Shots good by the great one.
You have to show more effort defensively. Everyone knows he can do that from deep.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
Rose, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Beyond the arc. And again. And Miami with a triple.
And some fans wince when he takes them, but Giannis can and will hit the occasional three-point shot.
Rose comes with a double. Pass to Baldwin. Back to Shamet. And it's Miami with a rebound. Rose has got 4 rebounds now. Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over.
Adjustments are a part of every game, in every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Here's T. He drops it from range. T's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. The Wizards on offense. Knocked away. Outside Davis. And Davis gets double teamed. Here's Vukcevic. No good. Had a chance to end the run there. Jordan, the pass to B. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Here's Shamet. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Pass to Baldwin. Here's Vukcevic. Down low. Here's Holmes. Soft touch off the glass.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Miami's gone 3 for 3 from downtown in this fourth quarter. Hero for 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Hero's got his first 3 points of the game.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Shamet passes to Holmes. It's hauled in by the Great One. The Great One's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And he drives in from 15 feet away. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. The Great One's got 34 points.
Nice move to get inside and create a good look for himself.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jordan.
Wizards ball.
Out left to the wing. Here's Baldwin. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
That lack of defensive intensity is not going to stop a player of his caliber from scoring.
Pass to Jordan. Three-pointer. And the Heat, another three.
Yeah, in the first half, he was unstoppable from deep. Now, 2 more since the break.
Here's Shamet. He's guarded by Hero. Fast break, Miami. The pull-up. And again, it's Miami converting.
As of this moment, they look absolutely unstoppable.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Here's Baldwin. Pass to Shamet. Driving inside. Another shot. Rebound by the Heat. Jordan's got 4 rebounds now.
Boy, they can't cut into this lead with him going stone cold and only so much time to turn it around.
They're really employing a deep range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
You gotta credit the defense this period. They've been all over him. And guys, this is why coaches value playing with pace.
I think this is what we call, quote, running a team off the floor. They have been fantastic in transition.
Here's Shamet. He's guarded by Hero. To stop the run, T grabs the miss.
I'll tell you, it's been a struggle for him in this period, and they're struggling as a result.
Here's the great one. He takes it in.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
Here's Shamet. Pass to Holmes. Here's Vukcevic. Here's Shamet. 5 to shoot. Holmes down low. Tip. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Jones, he's checked in for Shamet.
W.Wizards. Jones.
Jordan against Davis. Fires from deep. And Jordan is good for 3. Jordan's got 13 in the second half.
Bombs away in the first half. He's followed up the effort with 3 more triples since.
Davis, the pass to Jones. Into the lane. Here's Vukcevic. And again, Washington, no good.
And just not allowing the shooter to get comfortable from mid-range.
Oh,
That's a bad right there.
Wow!
He was way ahead of the pack. No one around to contest. He can do anything he wants in that situation.
Big time play right there, showing the activity and ability to impact this game.
Knocked loose. Hero with it. He's picked up by Jones. Lets a 3 fly. And again, Miami with a triple.
Yeah, and this is how you finish off the fast break. Hero, great at taking initiative in these situations.
Pass to Vukcevic. Right side, Davis. Here's Baldwin. Shot clock at 6. Now here's Jones. He's guarded by Hero. From deep three-point land. It's hauled in by the Heat.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Jones against Hero. To the wing on the left. Here's Holmes. It's tipped. Here's T. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Once he breaks out the crossover, you just know something special is about to happen.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Davis, the pass to Holmes. Pass to B. There's the three. And the Heat, another three.
Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful. And because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
Outside Davis. Here's Baldwin. Clock at 6 to snap the cold streak. B grabs the board.
Terrific rim protection impacting the shot.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the
Number
same.
19.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. Washington with the ball. Jones with the ball. Pass to Holmes. Here's Vukcevic. On the wing, Jones. He's guarded by Hero. Stolen by Hero. Here we go, one-on-one. And he jams it home with authority.
As of this moment, they look absolutely unstoppable.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for the Washington Wizards. Shoots over Hero. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
From deep, Jordan. And the Heat, another three.
All night. He just won't let up.
When you're casual with the ball, it can come back to bite you.
Yeah, B.A. Playing loose can help you and hurt you. They really need to tighten it up.
Now a timeout called by Washington.
You know, my guess right now is Coach wants to talk over this turnover issue. And it seems like they've been trying to force things a bit and need to find a steady rhythm offensively.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game.
And I'll tell you what, this was one easy pick for sure. From the start, he looked in total control for the entire game. It's incredible to see a player outperforming everyone else on the court.
Boy, it's not hard to be blown away by his level of play. It's never easy winning on the road, but to do it in this fashion, that's a special performance right there. Jones, the pass to Avdia. Here's Shamet, covered by Jordan. Poke loose. Ooh, it's stolen by Jordan. Here's B. And again, Miami with a triple. And Washington with possession. Jones with the ball. Jordan picks him up. It's Shamet on the wing. Looking to end this cold spell. Oh, Jordan with the block. Out of bounds. It'll be Miami's ball. And it's the Heat with the ball. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Count it.
Number 19.
The Great Ones got 42 in the game.
Man, he's on fire. Playing patient basketball, not forcing shots.
Unfortunately for them, they're reeling at this point.
So true. Very little going their way right now at either end of the floor.
Jones from outside. It's hauled in by the Heat. The Great Ones got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Jordan, the pass to the Great One. Here's B. Oh, okay then.
I almost can't believe what I
Number
saw.
19.
Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. 1:36 left in the fourth quarter. Jones against Hero. Outside Jones. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Heat.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, BA, just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any
Number
different.
19.
And when we look at their record, this game pushes them to 49 wins.
But they've got 2 more chances to get some revenge. The matchup doesn't favor them, but against a conference opponent, they're gonna battle hard.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for the great one.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
It's Shamet on the wing, covered by Jordan. And again, Washington, no good.
He's trying to force his way into a rhythm, but that's not helping the team.
Here's the great one. And again,
19.
Miami with a triple.
Point field goal.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Jones, the pass to Holmes. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Throws it up high. Jones misses.
Well, he saw the play coming together, but the timing was just a little off.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
And the basket by B.
And they knew it wasn't going to be easy to win on the road, but they've controlled the pace on this one.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
So no problem for Miami as they get the win. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Now, shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and